Hey guys, I'm Michael.
I'm Jennifer.
And we are Down to the Bricks. We just finished putting together the Himeji Castle, the LEGO Himeji Castle, and it was a blast. Did you like it?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this build.
Man,
it was very different.
Different. Different's one way to put it.
We built a lot of like Star Wars ships, Star Wars characters, so it was definitely a switch up from that, and it was cool.
Yeah. Over 4 live streams, Jennifer and I brought this LEGO architecture set, the Himeji Castle, to life.
So today we're going to make a review video, let you know the highlights of the build and some historical facts about the Himeji Castle that we learned along the way during the build, because we watched a few YouTube videos, I think the second or third night. We were curious and we just dove down the Himeji Castle rabbit hole.
Yeah.
We learned so many things about it. It survived World War II. I couldn't believe that. And it survived fires and flooding, earthquakes. It's insane how much it's survived throughout time.
The Himeji Castle was built in 4 different sessions as we shared the progress with our audience on YouTube. The atmosphere was relaxing, collaborative, and we even encountered a few tricky situations in the build.
Since we've been building Legos, I discovered that it's a lot quicker if you sort your pieces.
She sorts all the bags.
So I sort them all into their own little piles, and they're all neat. So the Himeji Castle had pieces that I had never even built with before. So these back pieces right here, and
those are the biggest pieces in the whole set too.
I'd say about 2-3 inches. Those were really cool. Those were really cool pieces to build with.
The new pagoda plates were created specifically to capture the Japanese architecture on the roofs.
They're so cool. So working with the different pieces was really cool because it's pieces that we'd never seen before or built with before. And I noticed that while I was sorting them, I'm like, these are different. I never saw these before. They're really cool. So I liked that it was just different. It's unique.
The top comes off, and you can see the interior of the castle. We thought that was really cool. They don't just enclose everything where you can't see it. They let you take this little piece off. When I say little, it's not little. This is like 200 pieces. They let you take this whole part of the building off so that you can see the interior design of the castle. So if you look closely on the Himeji Castle, there's 2 pink cherry blossom trees and 2 green cherry trees. Now they come, the set came with 2 extra trees where you could change the variations in the trees, where you could have 2 green trees or 2 pink cherry blossom trees. Okay, so on the real Himeji Castle, the white walls, all the white walls that you see on the outside of the Himeji Castle, those are fire-resistant plaster. They were made to be fire-resistant against fire attacks from other armies or invaders. The plaster walls also add a tad bit of elegance to the whole just build of the real Himeji Castle, and the LEGO architecture Himeji Castle set captures it perfectly. The Himeji Castle has been featured in numerous different films. One was James Bond, You Only Live Twice.
Another one was The Last Samurai. The Himeji Castle is known for a ghost story. They say that a servant was thrown down the well and that he's haunted the property.
Ever since. There were 17 or 18 bags in the build. Well, depending on how you look at it. Because
there's 2 bag number 1s.
There was 2 bag number 1s. 2 bags that had the number 1 on it. One had a white box like everybody knows with the number on it. And then the other bag number 1 just had a black number 1 on it.
There were 300 steps to building the Himeji Castle. And the way that we did it throughout the week during the lives, it was really easy to just knock it out because we could take breaks in between the days, and it didn't feel that drug out because it was such a long build.
Yeah, it really made the pacing for the build just really easy.
The way we split it up was good between
really
us.
Satisfying. Okay, let's take a second and just admire this piece right here. This is a great presentation piece. You could set this on a shelf, on a bookcase. This looks like it belongs in a museum. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, if you wanted to show someone what the Himeji Castle looked like and have it have the same detail,
This is a
this would be a very good example.
perfect, accurate representation.
It's got the gardens and the little path that goes through the grounds.
The walkways.
I noticed
the
that
trees.
in the videos that we watched, that path is real. Like, that's a garden, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely authentic to the Himeji Castle.
Speaking about the pathways, as we were building this LEGO Himeji Castle, we noticed that there were some confusing maze-like pathways, and what these pathways were designed to do was to confuse the invaders that may be possibly invading the castle.
Yeah, I think they captured it well, and that was just something they needed in that time because of war. So if they were attacked, they had a different technique that you wouldn't have even thought about, following the wrong path or...
Yeah.
During cherry blossom season is the time that people want to come and get photographs. Even locals, travelers, everyone knows cherry blossom season is the best time to come get your Himeji Castle photos.
The Himeji Castle is nicknamed Shirasaki-jo, or the White Heron, because of its features that look like an elegant white heron sailing across the Japanese skyline. When finishing the turrets and the roofs, we wanted to highlight the layered tiles and the defensive watchtowers in this build. This is some of them. This is some of them. Very nice, very nice. If you were going to be invaded, this is the castle you would want to be in the late 1600s.
Yeah, I wouldn't even guess this was a guard tower. I would think that was maybe a sleeping chamber.
So the origins of the Himeji Castle date back to the year 1333, where a man named Akamatsu Norimura built a small fort which started the Himeji Castle.
The Himeji Castle had a major expansion between the years 1601 and 1609.
The owner at the time transformed it into the grand structure that we know as the Himeji Castle today. There's 83 buildings on the Himeji Castle. The complex includes dozens of gates, towers, and storehouses,
making it one of Japan's largest surviving castles.
In 1993, the Himeji Castle was recognized internationally as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its cultural and historical value. Building the LEGO Himeji Castle was both a creative challenge and a history lesson.
Yeah, we learned a lot of interesting facts about the Himeji Castle that I didn't even know when he first mentioned that we were getting it and then when it came. So that was really nice learning about it, and it definitely went through a lot, and it's still here, so I think it's meant to be here, and it's a beautiful place.
It's definitely one that we will showcase in our home for many, many years to come, or at least until our child rips it apart. This isn't just a display piece.
It's a way of holding centuries of culture, architecture, and imagination in your hands.
So in closing, in this review, what we really want to get across was this build was extremely I know I use this word a lot, but this build was extremely satisfying.
I would definitely recommend it if you're looking to get into the architecture, because it was my first one. I feel like if I could do it, anybody could do it. It was super easy, except for a few pieces I put the wrong way, but if you saw, you saw. If not, then we won't worry about that. But it was very good. I feel like it went by quickly. I hope everyone enjoyed learning about the Himeji Castle with us, and you enjoyed watching the build if you caught it. Thank you for joining us, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
Winter 2025, 2026. We've got a lot of content coming out for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like Jennifer said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Michael.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we are Down to the Bricks.
Thank you for watching.
Peace.